Hello guys and welcome to a brand new video. So today I will be answering all your questions. I asked you guys about if you have any type of questions related to FGO or anything else. In the community tab I posted like a post like that, and you guys have asked me a few questions, so I'll be answering them. Now if you did not know about that and you want to ask me a few questions, you can go to my community tab and ask some questions over there, or in this underneath this video in the comment section you can ask more questions. And currently I am in vacation. This is pre-recorded, so after I come back and if I see there's like a sizable amount of questions asked, I might make another video answering all those questions. So yeah, so here I will be answering all the questions that you have asked me. There are quite a few of them, and these are quite interesting questions. Like, all right, I'm going to answer all of them. So all right, let's start with the first question. So this is who's your favorite servant? Well, obviously, yeah, I'm a huge Rin fanboy, so obviously my most favorite servant is definitely Ereshkigal, and I will include another character, which is Hokusai. Like, I really like Hokusai, and I very recently did a tier list, and like a waifu tier list. I obviously put both of them on top, and from the male characters, all the time, Gilgamesh Caster. So yeah, like I'm not able to only select one person, one servant, so three servants. Three servants are the most favorite. Not Ishtar, sorry, Ereshkigal, Hokusai, and Gilgamesh Caster. So there you go, these three are my favorite servants. What do you think about Garden of Sinners as a whole, including the characters, of course? Side question, do you think Saber Shiki, did you get Saber Shiki when you got the opportunity? Okay, Garden of Sinners, Kano Kyokai, and I have to say, like, I knew, when I actually started Kano Kyokai very recently, I had no idea that, I was getting, used to all the Tycoon stuff, and then I started YouTube, and then I was like, all right, so I can see this, Kano Kyokai is it's like in a movie format, like there's like multiple movies, 7 of them, so I decided to react to them, and I reacted to them on my channel. And I have to say, it was amazing. I just love, I have to say that in Kano Kyokai they were able to kind of bring out the atmosphere extremely well. The atmosphere that you feel whenever you play the visual novel of Fate Stay Night, the visual novels, it has like this weird airy type of an atmosphere with a very what can I say, very very eerie type of a background music. The atmosphere and everything, it makes you, it's very spooky. So I feel like that atmosphere, Kano Kyokai just flawlessly just nailed that whole thing. Not only that, I really love the concept of the the death perception, the Shiki's abilities and all that. And yeah, it was a very nice franchise, and I really liked it. It was like a complete. I'm guessing all of them has been. I guess the source material has been translated. Not translated, sorry, adapted, because I think there's like 7 or 8 of those movies, and the ending movie actually kind of wrapped everything up pretty nicely. So I'm not quite sure if there's anything that is not adapted in Kano Kyokai. Let me know, because everything wrapped up quite nicely and I really enjoyed it. Now the side question is oh, the characters. Okay, yeah, I love the characters. Shiki is amazing. Shiki is really just she's oh, and she's also voice acted by Maya Sakamoto, my most favorite voice actress. So and yeah, so Shiki is great. I forgot the guy's name. Oh my god, yeah, I forgot his name. He was also good. Obviously, what's her name? Fujino, yeah, Fujino, and a few other characters we saw. Toko was there, Toko. So yeah, all the characters, yeah, they were very good, and I really hope we get, actually, like, we already have Shiki as a character in FGO. Like, I don't know, like maybe a Toko, Toko as a potential, I don't know, some kind of a servant in the future, hopefully, I can just wish for that, but hopefully we get there, one day. All right, so side question, did you get Saber Shiki when you get the opportunity? No, I didn't, because I was very new to the game. I think when Saber Shiki came out, quite early she came out, and I didn't try to get her, and because I think I was like saving for Jolter or something, saving for one character. I think so I did not, spend my SQs over in Saber Shiki. And yeah, I have not gotten her. I've still not gotten. I have a lot of SQ pulled up, but because of, like I said, all the servants that I think like I might need the SQs, that's why I saved them. So I don't actually go outside of my target most of the times. So I've still not gotten Saber Shiki. But who knows, maybe in the future, if I see that, oh, I have quite a bit of SQs left, so I can actually spend a little bit, outside target, then I might try to get her. How toxic do you think Tycoon fanbase as a whole can get? I'll be honest, I'm actually surprised that the toxicity is almost, I feel like it's not, what can I say? It's very less. Like, I've seen a lot of fandoms, it's crazy out there. It's really crazy. Like, and Tycoon fandom is very chill. I'll be honest here. Like, it's probably the most chill. Like, because usually what happens is as the fandom gets bigger and bigger, it gets more toxic. I feel like Tycoon franchise is the only exception I've seen. It is Tycoon franchise is huge. I mean, the fan base is huge, but I don't see much toxicity. I've seen a few of them here and there. But those are like individual people just trolling. But other than that, nah, I don't see it. Everyone's just like happy with their waifus and husbandos, and I think that's the best. Just just enjoy the game. That's all I can say. And yeah, I was quite surprised, and this fandom is extremely friendly. Very much. What can I say? What do you call them? Like beginner friendly. Like I don't know if some new person comes in and tries to understand the fandom and itself, and obviously Fate is complicated as hell. So if they're like come new to this, like everyone tries to help and everything, they give them new information and everything, like helps them get used to the fandom and enjoy it. So it's a very wholesome fandom. Like as far as I've seen, I don't know, like as far as I've seen, I feel like everything's quite friendly. But yeah. All right, the next one. What's your opinion about Kiritsugu Emiya? Oh, Emiya, Kirisuge Emiya. Yeah, he's an interesting character. Like he's a character who chooses the, like he's not a hero of justice, obviously, and obviously we know Shiro. His whole motto is becoming a hero of justice, where he wants to save everyone. But Kirisuge is not like that. He's like efficient, and he calculates and tries to save the majority even if it comes at the cost of the minority. So remember that part in Fate Zero where they talk about the boat or the ship, like like a scenario they kind of gave him. Like I forgot the actual scenario, but they talk about how a boat has like a hole, and you can sacrifice a few people to save maximum amount of people and stuff like that. And he chose the majority, obviously. And we also saw him like in that dream killing his own family to save the majority. So that's the type of character he is. And it's kind of interesting to see that he is like obviously he's not like those typical like characters who are like, oh, I'm going to save everyone. Emiya Shiro is a perfect example of that one. So it's kind of interesting, like the way he is. And in the end, we see him completely becoming a broken man, just losing everything. And he's a very unfortunate character, sad character. I'll probably I always say that Ilya is extremely unfortunate by how we see her just losing everything in every route. So whenever there is something comes out where Ilya is quite happy and living her life happily, I'm always very happy about it. I'm like, yeah, thank God this girl can get some rest. Like in the original show in itself, she just died in every route. So I feel like Kirito also needs that, like a happy. I feel like Prisma Ilya kind of does that a little bit, a happy like family kind of thing, like where he's at least he's like he can live his life happily and peacefully. But yeah, anyways, so yeah, he's a unfortunate but an interesting character. How vast is your knowledge about Tycoon? I'm pretty sure it's not that much. Like my problem is that there's so many things, like like I'm actually kind of trying to understand and get there. But like if you compare my knowledge to everyone else, I'll probably put myself in the middle, you know. Like there's like you know like you know below me are so many people who probably doesn't have much info, like you know, knowledge about Type Moon. They only know about Face Day Night. I'm a little bit better than that because I know about all the other, like you know, franchises, how they're connected, kind of like you know, in a very shallow way I kind of know about. But then there are people who are, like you know, above me, who just know about everything, and like you know, like has like a vast knowledge of this. So I'm in the middle. I'll put myself in the middle. And yeah, I'm, like I said, I'm getting there, and my, like you know, my knowledge is not knowledge, so my memory is pretty bad. So I'm pretty sure a lot of people tell me a lot of things, you know, a lot of information they give me. I understand it about it at that moment, and it stays in my head in a couple of days, and then I, little by little, I forget. And then in the end, I've completely forgotten it. For example, I very recently reacted to the ultimate ones from Otaku Daikun's, like you know, channel. I was very much like, and I got to know so much information and everything, and I was like, damn, this is amazing. I know so many things about Type Moon now, and now I've forgotten about it, everything. I'll have to rewatch it again. So this is the thing, you know, like this is one of my biggest problems. I forget. So yeah, and Type Moon in itself is quite complicated. So I'm getting there, you know. I'm in the middle. That kind of a situation I'm in. All right. Okay. Coffee or tea? I don't care. It's out of topic. Coffee. I'll pick coffee. I do drink tea, but not that much. The only tea that I drink is green tea. Other than that, I drink nothing. And coffee, if, like you know, if someone tells me, oh, do you want to take tea or want to take coffee, I'll probably say coffee. So yeah, coffee. What's your opinion about Neko arc? Neko arc. I'll be honest, I knew nothing about Neko arc, you know. Like I always saw, like you know, even in Carnival, I think Carnival Phantasm also had her. I think so, yeah. Carnival Phantasm, and like you know, all the other, like you know, like little spin-offs, I used to see them, and I've always thought, I was like, who are these characters? Like I was so confused. I was like, okay, they look like Tsukihime characters, but they're like little chibi, like you know. So then, like you know, obviously Melty Blood came in, and I actually realized that this is like, I'm guessing like Neko arc is like a, I think that they have a lore behind it. I'm not quite sure about it. So I'll need to check it out properly. But I do know that there are actually characters in this, like you know, like a little, like you know, like spin-off characters. So I'm still not quite sure about what these creatures actually are. My opinion about them, they're hilarious. They are hilarious. I love I love them just talking, and the usual banter is crazy. They just even in Melty Blood, they just constantly break the fourth wall, and just they're crazy. You know, so yeah, I really enjoy them. Okay. Are you aware that Tsukihime fans tend to hate and often harass people who play FGO? Oh, really? What are your thoughts about it? No, I didn't know that. No, I was not aware of that. Oh, is that so? Why? Like, oh, I guess maybe because I don't know. Like, I don't find any. Why would, it's the same franchise? I guess like obviously Tsukihime is like a different thing, but let me know why. I'm not quite sure. I did not know about this. Okay. Are you aware that Genshin community attacked FGO community on Twitter for no real reason? What's your thought on that? Oh yeah, obviously I do play Genshin Impact. I do know about the whole thing that goes on over there. Like I said, and like I said this before, whenever a fandom gets too big, toxic people comes in. So I was quite surprised to see the Type Moon community being this accepting and this, like you know, peaceful. So Genshin community is the actual definition of when a fandom, like you know, becomes too big, and like just people from everywhere starts coming in and just, you know, just hating on little stuff. So that's basically the Genshin community. Like you know, the game itself is really good, but you know, the people just, like you know, there's so many people that plays the game. It's crazy, and obviously toxicity will seep in. So I do know about the whole anniversary drama that went in. Are you talking about that? Because I remember them review bombing all the other, like you know, games like Honkai Impact, FGO as well, I'm guessing. Are you talking about that? Or I remember there being another incident of them, I think like the Genshin community, I'm not quite sure, I might be wrong, but they talked about some like kind of commented about the different characters, how they looked like or something. I'm not quite sure. Or are you talking about that one? Either way, obviously, like this is just like my thoughts. What can I say? Like I said, like you cannot stop this. Like this is the thing. Like when a people thing gets too popular, everyone will know about it, and obviously, the the amount of people that are inside that circle, that fandom, is going to increase, and that will include people who are toxic as well. So the people who are the toxic are the most vocal about stuff. People, like, it's kind of like an illusion if you think about it. Just like how toxic people get in as the fandom expands, good, nice people, wholesome people also gets included in them. It's like a 50-50, like 50% toxic people comes in, 50% nice wholesome people comes in. But the thing about this is, it's an actual illusion where people who are toxic are the most vocal about stuff. So all the 50% wholesome people who come in, they just keep quiet. But the vocal people who are the toxic people, they are always just bothering others and all that stuff. So there you go. It's an illusion where we feel as if, oh, it's toxic, but at the same time there are a lot of wholesome people in that community as well who just don't are not that much vocal. So that's the thing. So nothing you can do about it. And yeah, it's just like nothing. And the thing that is just extremely weird is how they target other games. Like, I don't understand that thing. Like, why are you targeting other games? Like, what the hell? They're not doing anything to you, so why bother them? That's the thing. Like I said, as like, and another thing, I feel like there's another reason why this whole toxicity is like Genshin is obviously catered towards a lot of the younger generations. And I'm guessing that's because of that, and I'm also guessing that's also why the Tycoon community is very wholesome and very accepting, because I feel like most of the people who are like Tycoon, who are in the Tycoon fandom, are obviously, there are kids playing this game, I think so, but majority of them are actually like not teenagers but actually adults, from I don't know, like 18 to 25, this age, where a lot of people gets matured obviously, and they understand how to interact with people and what not to do. So that's also another thing, I think, another reason why the Genshin community, even though it's as big as the FGO, the Type Moon community, is this much toxic, but not that Type Moon community, because of the age range, I think. So yeah, that's just my opinion. Toko or Aoko? This is for science. So, okay, so this thing, Toko or Aoka. Wait a minute, you know what? Uh, let me check. Like, I've seen Aoko before, uh, but I've seen Aoko in Tsukihime, but I also know that Aoko is in Mahoutsukai no Yoru as well. Okay, here we go. Yeah, I can see her. So this is the thing. I am quite familiar with Toko. But Aoko, however, I'm not that much familiar with her, because all that I know about her is from Tsukihime a little bit. Nothing else. Mahoutsukai no Yoru has still not come out. And but Toko has been I've seen her a lot, like in Kara no Kyokai, and yeah, Kara no Kyokai, she's the maximum there. So I know her personality and everything. I've seen her, I've seen her interact with others. So for now I'm going to choose Toko. But I feel like I've heard that in Mahoutsukai no Yoru, Aoko is amazing, a really good character, and I'm actually waiting for the translation to end. And obviously the movie is also coming out, so it'll be really good. I want to see both Toko and Aoko at the same. So yeah, Mahoutsukai no Yoru, I'm really waiting for that. Hopefully, it gets I'm pretty sure it'll get a really good adaptation. And also the visual novel, I hope the translation ends quicker. Because even though it's all good, I love anime and stuff, but what I really love is visual novels. I love reading visual novels, especially the Type Moon visual novels. They're so good. And it completely brings you that into the atmosphere and the whole thing. All right. Okay, so all right, the next question. um Just a sec. Yeah, okay, here we go. What's your most unwanted unreleased servant? Uh, Most wanted. Sorry. What's your most wanted unreleased servant? Wanted unreleased servant. There's a couple of them. I have to say. I like obviously I'm an Indian, so I would love to get a few more Indian characters. One character that I would really love. I've always wanted to see how that character would be, and I feel like FGO can probably do a really good job in bringing that character in. This character is actually a god, and I don't know if you know, but she's Kali. She's another, I wouldn't call it alter ego, but another form of Parvati. Like Parvati has two other forms, not two, but there's a multiple forms she has. And Kali and Durga are the most the most prominent ones. They're like the bigger ones. So like I would like to see Kali, because I feel like Kali would be an amazing berserker servant. And another thing I love in characters is when they have multiple arms. Like Kali has as far as I know, yeah, Kali has 4 arms. Like obviously 2 normal arms and 2 from the back. And I love when characters have multiple arms. I don't know why, but I really like it. So yeah, but it's even crazier is that I don't know if you guys know, but like I said, Durga is another form of Parvati. So Durga actually has 10 arms. Imagine 10 arms, and each arm has a like a symbol, like stuff, maybe some kind of a weapon, maybe some other thing. So it's really crazy. And yeah, I would love a multiple armed characters. So Kali, another character I would love, but I don't know how they're going to do that. Again, another Indian character is Shiva. I don't know how they're going to do that. Shiva is extremely very strong, and obviously he's a god. So I'm guessing it'll probably be some kind of a pseudo servant. They'll have to put Shiva in or something like that, I'm guessing. So yeah, another character I've always thought, but I don't know how how it'll be. But it'll be interesting if this character is added. Guinevere, I think that's how her name is pronounced. Arthur's wife. I would love to see her included, getting introduced in FGO, because I want to see how the other characters react to her. Like, my god, there's so much drama around her. Obviously, the whole thing with Lancelot and Arthur, god damn, it'll be crazy. So I would just love to see what's going to happen if she gets included. Like, yeah, it'll be wild. So yeah, these are the few characters I would really want. And okay. The next one, favorite Fate Stay Night girl. Why is it Issei? Just kidding. Issei. Oh boy, Fate Stay Night girl. Obviously, I'm pretty sure everyone knows it by this point. So Sakadin, funny thing. When I started Fate Stay Night, my favorite waifu was actually Arthur Pendragon, Artoria. And little by little, I don't know how, but it's little by little changed, and Rin is like the top for me now. And yeah. Okay, favorite crypto so far. In the case with, in this case only with the NA content, though I'm unsure of how much you know of what has happened in JP. My knowledge about JP is not that much. The only thing I've understood is from the trailers that I've seen. And obviously I do know about a few other things. For example, the whole pretender thing, Oberon pretender thing. I know. Other than that, nothing else. I have no idea what the hell is going on, because I try to keep myself unaware, so that whenever I start the thing, I am able to get maximum surprise in those crazy plot twists that come and go. So I don't have any kind of an idea what's happening in JP. So I'm not quite sure about Beryl and what's his name, David. Yeah, Beryl and David. I have no idea what type of character they are. Obviously, the little amount of time we saw Beryl in Lost Well 5, yeah, he did a lot of bad things, and I'm extremely pissed off at him. So that's all I know. Okay, favorite crypto so far. I would have said if I haven't played Lost Bell 5, I would have probably said Pepe, but nah, it's obviously Woodime. Woodime is the best. Obviously, after watching reading through Lost Bell 5, it's a definite it's Woodime is definitely the most favorite crypto. So yeah, he's on top. Okay, do you listen to or look for the OSTs of FGO? For example, Abyss of Decadence from Oku, Test from Lost Bell 3, Sanzen Sekai from Guda Guda. If you do, then what's your favorite? Yeah, I do. I think Abyss of Decadence is the that song, isn't it? The one which has a lot of Indian, instruments and everything playing in the background. That one, I love that song. I don't know about their names, but I've actually heard of most of the songs. Like you said, Test from Lost Belt. I'm pretty sure I've also heard of this. Every all of the songs I've heard. And I actively go and search around for these songs and I listen to them. My favorite is, I think, I'm not sure if you guys know about. I've talked about this before as well. Kocho, I think, in Guda Guda 5, Kocho sang a song, like it starts with Oshiete, like this. It was, yeah, I think it starts with like that. The Lost Bell, Guda Guda 5 song, like the one with Yamatai Koku, that song that plays in the trailer, that one. That's my favorite. I've heard of it before, and actually I'm not able to find it anymore. I try to find it on the internet. I don't see it anywhere. But I actually have it saved in my computer when at the first, when it came out first. I actually saved it, downloaded it and saved it on my computer, so I listen to it now and then. So that song is my most favorite. And after that, I'll probably say the Lost Belt, Cosmos on the Lost Belt, that song. What's the name of the song? The one sung by Maya Sakamoto. I don't remember, but the one where, which came out very recently, that opening song where Marsh is kind of waking up, that one, and we see like the multiple Lost Belts, and in the end, like, everyone starts fighting, like Marsh brings out her that shield, those things. So yeah, that one, the Kocho's one is the most favorite, then that one. And obviously Oku's Abyss of Decadence is also very good. I like them. Favorite anime, tough one. Not tough one, like, I'm pretty sure, like, there's a lot of really good, great animes, but one I always keep on top, which is obviously the Monogatari series. I love that show. It's really good. It's amazing. I love the, the wordplay and everything, the puns and everything that they do. It's a very witty, it has a very witty sense of humor. Not only that, I love Shaft's animation style. The way they animate Monogatari is very, one of my most favorites. That atmosphere is really good. The characters are amazing. And what else? Like, it's a, all in all, it's a really good show all over. And I just love it. And after Monogatari, I'll probably put Vinland Saga. So yeah. Favorite show, but not anime. All I've seen in my life is anime. So this is a tough one. However, I remember watching random cartoons when I was younger. So I would say, out of all the cartoons that I used to see, obviously, like, I loved Tom and Jerry, loved the Looney Tunes and all that, like, those were really good. But I would say, like, SpongeBob is my most favorite. I don't know why, but okay, I still love SpongeBob. So yeah, I guess SpongeBob. All right, best girl in Overlord, and why is it Demiurge? Overlord. I'll say Albedo. This is a boring answer. I'm pretty sure everyone talks about Albedo being the best waifu. But yeah, I guess Albedo, because I don't know, like, there's something, like, something that is quite interesting. Like who else is there even in Overlord? Shaltier? Nah, I prefer Albedo more than Shaltier. Who else? Aura? I don't know, who else? Like, Runner? No, never. Like, no, she's crazy. Not Runner. Who else? There. What's her name? Evil Eye. No. Lackius. Nah, I prefer Albedo more than them. Is there anyone else? Oh, that girl from the who summoned those goblins. I forgot her name. Nah, still prefer Albedo. So yeah, Albedo. Like, nothing else. Like, it's just that. Like, I feel like Albedo is the best up until now. I don't know if there's any character who will come in the future who will be like my instant favorite, but for now it's Albedo. All right. Okay, the next one is who's your favorite FGO artist or voice actor? Maya Sakamoto, definitely. You know why? Because Maya Sakamoto is also the voice actor of Oshino Shinobu, the person who is in my YouTube channel, the profile picture, Oshino Shinobu, ultimate waifu. So yeah, like she's Maya Sakamoto is definitely, and not only because of that, I really love her voice acting. Where like she voice acts so many characters. For example, like I think Jeanne d'Arc she also does, Shiki, Leonardo da Vinci. Like so many characters she voice acts, and yeah, I really love her. Her voice has like this type of a really soothing type of a what can I say, like a tone, and I really like that. And there's another voice actor that I really love is like I'll put her just two more voice actor. I'll put her just after um no, three more voice actors. Oh my god, I'm just increasing. Okay, three more voice actor. First Maya Sakamoto. Second is I will probably put um Miyuki Sawashiro. Yeah, I love Miyuki Sawashiro's voice acting. Like obviously Nightingale, and yeah. The third one I would probably put uh, Rie Kugimiya. Yep, Rie Kugimiya has been my favorite from the beginning. I remember what started watching anime, and Toradora was one of my first animes that I watched. And oh boy, like Aisaka Taiga, yeah, Rie Kugimiya, the Sundere Queen. So yeah, Rie Kugimiya, and number four is what's her name? Aoi Yuki. Yep, Aoi Yuki. Like Shuten's voice acting is really good. I can even include a few others. For example, Hokusai's voice actor. I don't know her name. Hokusai's voice actor. Then another one. Now you know what? I'll stop. Like I'm just increasing the characters. So yeah, these are the few voice actors I really love. Maya Sakamoto being the top. Which VA do you want to play for FGO? Which VA do you want to play for FGO? Oh wait, so which VA I want FGO to have? Like, is that the question? I think so, yeah. Like, you're talking about which VA I would love that FGO have. Okay. I feel like most of the VA, like I feel like every VA has done at least one character in FGO. Like there's so many voice actors, and FGO characters are increasing day by day. So I really don't know, like I'm not even sure which characters haven't played anything for FGO. Like I said, like my few very favorite voice actors, like I talked about them. Other than them, yeah, I don't have any other preference. Like all the VS that I really wanted to play in FGO already plays, like already voice acts in FGO. So I don't think I have anyone else that I would want. So yeah, that's yeah. Okay, which servant's animation updates do you hope? I would love Jolter's animation update. You know why? Because Jolter has been my in my cult for a long time. She was my one of my first really good 5-star servants, and like I'm really attached to Jolter. And I think like she's like my maximum bonded character as well. I think her bond level is like at 12 or something, currently. So yeah, like I have a really what can I say, like a very, I don't know, nostalgic attachment to Jolter. So I would love if she gets like a like an animation update. So yeah. What are your wishes for FGO in 2023? Oh boy, a lot of them. 2023. It actually the whole wishing thing starts very early in 2023 because Muramasa is going to come. So that's my first wish, and then it'll be a little bit of a little bit of like what can I say, it'll tone down a little bit up until Lost Well 6 comes out, and yeah, then it is going to go crazy because Lost Well 6 I want every character, all the characters I want. After Lost Well 6 ends will come Summer, and all the characters I want from Summer as well. So that's why I'm kind of calculating and thinking of how to save. I currently have quite a few amount of SQs, so I think it might be possible actually to get most of them. So hopefully it goes that way. So yeah, it first starts with Muramasa, then it starts again with Lost Well 6, then Summer, and yeah, all these characters. Like I said, Muramasa, Morgan, who else? Barghest, what's her name? Faye Tristan. What's her name? I forgot her name. Baba Sith. I think, yeah, that's her name. Melusine. Who else? Tristan is there as well. Yeah, I think. Is there anyone else? Yeah. Oh, I forgot another character. Koyanska is also going to come. Yeah, Koyanska is also included. Like I said, it's going to start from Lost Spell 6, and this is going to go crazy after that. The summer servants, Kama, Avenger, you know, like I remember Canis also have like a a summer variant over there. Yeah, I would love Canis as well. I think she's a 4-star, so it won't be much difficult to get her. And yeah, it's crazy, you know, like and then Koyanska is going to come. And who else? I'll have to check out, you know, I'll have to check it out. So you know what, should I do that? You know, just a sec. Let me just quickly give you guys like a little, I'll make a video in this in the next year, which characters I want. I'll make like a separate video on that. But for now, let me just give a little like a little list that which characters I want. Okay, I've gone to the Fate Grand Order like fandom. Okay, after Muramasa comes Taira no Kagekyo. I'm not sure, like, you know, I'll have to think about her. I would love to get her, but again, I need to save for the other characters. Then Karen comes, no, Galatea, no. All these characters I will not get, because in comes Morgan, Barghest, Baba Sith, Melusine, Percival, and just after that comes Koyanska of Light. You know, what else characters are? These are the characters I really want. Anastasia and V. I'm not sure if I'll try to actively get Okta Soji Saber Alter, but you know, like we'll see if I have enough, like, you know, left. Charlotte Corday Caster, Kama Avenger, a definite, you know, like Canis Rider, definite again. Shei Shonagun, I'm definitely going to get her as well. I'll not try to get Jax de Molay. Zenobia, I'll try. Who else? And after that, again, it's going to drop down a little bit, and then comes Koyanska of Darkness, which is, I think, in the next year. So yeah, for 2023, all these characters, like so many of them, like I really hope I get most of them. So there you go. All right, the next question. Which servants would you like to add in FGO? I already answered this in the other one, where, like, you know, where I said Shiva, maybe Kali, Guinevere, these characters. Yeah, and maybe, oh, I was going to say maybe Van Gogh, but then I remembered Van Gogh is already here. Yeah, so there you go. Yeah, these are the few characters I would love for FGO to add. All right, next question. What type moon work would you want to get an anime adaptation? I really wanted fake, like, you know, Fate Strange fake adaptation. It's kind of getting one, you know, like I'm not sure if it's like a movie format, I'm guessing. So I really hope it gets like a proper adaptation, you know, in the future. I'm pretty sure they will. Otherwise, why would they do it like this? So other than that, I would like to get like a Type Moon adaptations, you know. I would love a Tsukihime, like, you know, a reboot or something like that. I would love that. What else? Maybe Redline, but I've heard Redline, it's like, you know, the manga is like, you know, not completed that much. It has a lot of things left. So it's probably way in the future if it even gets something. What else? Is there anything else? Nah, these are the few ones. No, like a Tsukihime reboot, and maybe a Saber, like, you know, root Fate Stay Night Saber reboot as well. That'll be good. But yeah, what's your favorite Type Moon work? Favorite Type Moon work? Oh, yeah, I would say Fate Stay Night, because, you know, like I remember playing Tsukihime, but I don't remember anything at all. It's been so long. So I'm actually waiting for the like, you know, the remake that's going to come to play it again. So yeah, Fate Stay Night, you know, like it was the first visual novel in the Type Moon franchise that I started, and I still remember it. Like, you know, it's really good. And yeah, Fate Stay Night, I'll say. It's a very basic answer. Okay, what future releases do you hope for Type Moon? Like Fate fighting game, big MMO, or something else you would like to see? I want like I don't want an MMO. MMOs are, yeah, I want like a single player, open world, action RPG, Fate game. Not an MMO. No, not an MMO. Like MMOs, like yeah, I don't like MMOs at all. Like I played them before, but it actually is like because of the whole social aspect, like it's I don't like it. So I would like a I would like a single player, and obviously in single player, RPGs, there's like an actual story. MMOs don't have any story. I don't think so. Most of them don't have any story, and I don't want that. I want a game which have like a proper story where you kind of get attached to the characters, and when you like when you use a character, you feel like, oh, I'm actually I'm actually connected to this character or something like that. So yeah, maybe something like that I would love. you know you can add some gacha elements to that as well, because why not? But I would really want it to be single player, not MMO. No. Fighting game, yeah, I guess, like Fate fighting game, yeah, that'll be really cool. Because I obviously Melty Blood is like a fighting game, but with the Fate characters, maybe the Fate Grand Order characters, yeah, that'd be really cool. Yeah, a Fate fighting game, I would like that. So a fighting game, or like an action RPG with open world elements, that would be really cool to see. So yeah, I would love that. Like hopefully in the future we actually get something like that. Yeah, what direction do you hope FGO goes in after the Lost Belt arc is finished? Some people have speculated a new MC. Some other thing, the story will just continue. Now here's one thing. I've been hearing this, it's just a rumor. People are talking about how Rizka might die. I don't want that. I don't want anyone dying. So I would really hope that they don't do that. Like even if they introduce some new characters or a new main character, please don't kill off Rizka. That'll be really that'll leave a bad taste in the mouth. Like, just no. So yeah, that's one thing. New MC, yeah, I guess I can yeah, I have no problem with a new MC. It'll be like another new chapter, and I just really hope that this, I don't know what's going to happen, but this, this these servants that we have, they also get some kind of a, they also are somehow included in that. And I don't want the relationship that we have kind of built up with this Caldia, Marsh, Leonardo da Vinci, Sherlock Holmes, who else, all the other characters, like Gordolph. I don't want that to just being completely forgotten. I also want that, because this is like a how many, it's been going on for 6 to 7 years. For this amount of years, the characters that we've gotten attached to, I really hope they also get a little bit part of that, because if we suddenly forget about them, I'll be very sad. So yeah, that's just what I want. Don't have any problem with a new MC, but I really want all the characters that we have currently to also somehow get included into the story. So that's just what I want. So there you go. That's it. I think that's all the questions. Yeah, there you go. So I think I hope I've answered all your questions. If I if I misunderstood your question or something, let me know in the comment section, and yeah, after coming back, I'll try to answer them. And another thing, like I said, if you are watching this and you want me to ask some question, just write in the comments, and like I said, after getting a good chunk of questions, I'll probably make another video. So there you go. Yeah, I enjoyed this, and this was like an entertaining little section, and yeah, I hope I have answered your questions. So thanks for watching. This was my me answering your questions, FGO related or Type Moon related. So if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to press the like button and subscribe if you're new to the channel, or you haven't subscribed, and comment down below anything you want to say, anything you want to let me know, and I'll check them out. And yeah, that's it. So I'll be I'll be going after to the vacation after this. When you're getting this, I'm probably in vacation. Like I said, it's pre-recorded. So after I come back, I'll see you guys again. I'll be coming back in the 27th. So yeah, after that, I'll see you guys again and do more FGO stuff. So yeah, see you guys then. Until then, goodbye and have a nice day.